G'day folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick review, or not a review, a first impressions video. I've used it, but I haven't used it enough to do a true fair dinkum review. So a first impressions video on the Bluetti. So excuse the lived-in look, but I've got the Bluetti here charging through the inverter. Now the inverter, I've noticed, normally is between 13 and 1. It sort of flicks between 13 and 1 all the time when it's on. And this one's sucking about 192 watts of juice. I think that's how it's working. I'm no electrician, but this one's, you can see here, input 192, 193, and it's been there since it started charging. The charge was down just under half. My actual house battery is nearly fully charged at the moment. I've hardly used any power, so I don't mind getting rid of a few amps out of that, and it'll recharge during the day with the solar. I could have hooked it up with solar during the day, but then I would have had leads and mats and stuff running around where we're all sitting, and I'd rather not, so I thought I'd just throw it on charge this morning. I expect it'll take probably between 1 and 2 hours to charge. So had breakfast. It's been on for about probably an hour and a half. I'm pretty sure it's fully charged because I checked the draw on my system, and yeah, it is. It's fully charged. So it's only taken an hour and a half. It's gone from probably right on half back up, so I had to put back in the equivalent to about 25 amps. It's a 55 amp lithium battery that's inside this pack, and it's full now, so it's put in that 25 amps. And I know it was quite fast because it was drawing about 190 watts, which is significant. Started out at 88% charge on my house battery, and it went down to about 71 or 72%, I think it was, when the current draw really dropped back down to only what the fridge draws. So hour and a half, and it's charged it from about 50% to full. While we're camped here, it just lives on the table where we do everything at. We eat at, we sit around, we chat, and we also do a lot of the charging and computer work on there. So today's an editing day. Put it back there, it's fully charged, and we'll run all the bits and pieces of that today. It's a charging device, and I don't know a whole lot about it. I've only had it for a couple of weeks. I have been away now for about a week, and I have been using it. Currently it's being used to charge just about everything that I would normally be charging off my house battery in the camper van, and it's got an electrical system in there that is quite significant and does most of my charging. When I first got this, I'm not being sponsored, I don't get paid for this video. Bluetti did send me this device to try and use, and to do a couple of videos on, and on that basis, I guess sponsored to some degree, but certainly not with cash. I'm not getting paid for the video. And they were very good company. They basically said to me, if you don't like it, just send it back. If you do like it, do the videos. It's everything you would have in your canopy in a small compact unit. That's what this is. It's basically a 55 amp lithium battery. It's in this one little case, or one little setup. It's got a 1000 watt inverter. Has two 240 volt power outlets. I'm in Australia, and if you're buying it in different countries, it is modified to the country and the power that is supplied in each country. It has a cigarette lighter that I run additional USBs off, 2 USBs, and that they're 3 amp, 5 volt at 3 amps, so quite significant power comes through them, charges things quite quickly. And then it's got 2 C ports. It also has 2 of the old style charging ports, and I do still have an old headlight that I can use one of those charging ports for, but generally speaking, I don't think there's too many modern devices sold these days where those ports will be warranted. Input up here, there's it comes with 3 or 4 different cords. Well, it comes with 3 different cords. you can charge it direct from AC out of a power socket at home. You can charge same AC off your inverter in the car, which I did today. Once that's charged, or if you don't have the ability to charge via 240, whether it be through an inverter in your car or whether it be at home, you can charge it at 12 volts as well. So you can charge it off a cigarette lighter, and if you have a solar panel, it even comes with the adaptation for a solar panel regulator to run through the input into this. From a practical perspective, it's exceptional. I don't have to charge everything in my car. I don't have to run to and from the car. I can have a table like this set up for my editing. If I was staying in one spot for a long period of time and I wanted to run a fridge out here, no trouble at all. You'd run your fridge off this. You just have your solar input, you blank it up, and your fridge running, and you've got something that'll run for as long as you're camping. It does come, I think, in a smaller size. This one is the bigger one. It's got a little, at night time it's quite good, it's got a little light here that comes on. 3 settings, so low, high, then SOS. Pretty cool. To be honest with you, I don't use the light. It doesn't use a lot of power, but I have never needed the light. I've always got camp lights going somewhere, so don't really need the light, or I haven't had need for the light. But every other part of it, I use the inverter all the time. Currently I've got a battery charging for my big camera, the Canon, and that uses inverter power, or 240 power. It's still charging. I've got a second battery to do there in shortly. Then I've got USB. This USB here is charging some AAAs that I've got out of one of the lights in the camper, and a AA from my audio. So it's being charged at the moment. My phone's up the top. Now it's currently being charged off a cord because I've got a case on it. But if you haven't got a case on your phone, there is a platform up the top. A platform up the top with magnetic charge. So you can put your phone up here. There it is. So that's it charging there now. So that's the phone charging now. On top, without a cord, I've always got a cord hanging around. It's not way easy just to plug it in and leave it in its case. So that's what I normally do. First impressions, 2 thumbs up, and 6 months or so of use, I'll come back and I'll give you a full review and tell you what I think of it after I've used it for a period of time, a good period of time. But we're about to do a Simpson Desert trip. When we do that trip, that'll put it through its paces, so we'll be taking it on the Simpson Desert trip. Another good thing that I like is when the missus is along with me, she'll sit in bed, and we don't have power up the end of the bed, so while she's sitting in bed, this is right beside her, and she can plug her iPad in and a computer and any charging that she needs to do while she's sitting in bed at night time, away from the bugs. That's it from me. I hope you got something out of the video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, hit the like button for me, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel, you can. There's a Patreon link in the description below. Hit that, follow the bouncing ball, shout me a coffee. Till next time, take care.